Jenny, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. So, I'm here to talk about how I'm going to move to Spain at 47 to teach English as a second language. So, 2 years ago, I started my research on how to make my dream come true. So I found out on either YouTube or just Google. I can't remember which one of the two. It's just been so long since I've done my research. And I found the Cultural Language Assistant Program, which is also called the Conversación de Auxiliar in Spain. So the application process started on January 30th, 2020, and it closes on April 15th, 2020. So I applied for the position on the 29th of January at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By then it is 6 a.m. or 12 a.m. 12 a.m. in Spain, and it's already January 30th. So basically, what you need to apply for this position is to be an American or a Canadian that their first language is English. So, obviously, my first language is English, but I do also speak Spanish, so I'm bilingual. So I know how important it is in today's society to speak another language. So I applied through their website, and within their website there is a program called Profex, and that program you have to have a profile in in that system in order to apply. So you have to know English as your first language, or you have to have English as your first language, and you have to hold a US passport or Canadian passport, and your FBI background check needs to be clean. You have to provide them with a medical certificate once you have been approved and in the system and ready to go fill out your information to go to the embassy of Spain. Depending on what state you're in, you go to your local embassy. For example, I live in the state of Florida, so I have to go down to Miami to fill out my paperwork to get my visa. I'll talk more about that when I get through that process. Right now, I just want you to go through the journey that I'm going through on moving to Spain at 47. Now, this program is for anybody that holds an associate's degree and that is at least under the age of 65. And with an associate's degree, I'm assuming you would have to be at least 20. What is it? You graduate from high school at 18, so at least 20 years old, and either still in college or have an associate's degree. I have an associate's degree, and I also have college credits, which I provided that information for them. So what you need to provide for the application at first. So on January 30th, I uploaded all my documents, and those documents pertain to a copy of my passport, which is the main page of my passport where it has my picture, my passport number, and all my information on that page. A letter of intent that was written by me. It has to be at least 300 words. It has to be signed and dated. A letter of recommendation from either your professor or if you're not in school anymore, then a supervisor at your job. And it also has to be signed and dated. They provide you with a checklist that you need to initial and sign and date. And then you have to provide them all of those documents in PDF form. So as you're filling out the application on the day that it opens, or if you have seen this video after the opening date, which was January 30th, you have up until April 15th to fill out the application. So once you upload all your documents into the system, then you hit submit, and there's a drop down menu where you're gonna choose for the current year. So it's gonna be for 2020-2021 school year. So once all those documents are filled out, you're gonna upload them and you're gonna hit submit. Then within 10-20 seconds, you get an email and confirmation saying that the system has received your documents, and you get a number. It's called an inscrita. The lower the number, the better, because within that application, they do ask you a series of questions, and part of the series of the questions are what regions you're interested in working in. For example, their regions are states. So for Aragon, which is one of the regions that I picked as my first region, a second region that I picked was Navarra. So if there was no openings in Aragon, then I would get placed in Navarra. And the third place was Madrid. Now, if you are wanting Madrid, then at this point, today is March 1st, probably your inscrita number will probably be 2,000 or 3,000. I don't know. It's going to be pretty high up there. I applied within the first 30 minutes of the application being open, and I was already at 608. So you could imagine. Once they get to a certain point, well, after April 15th, they close the application, and if they have enough people, I don't know what number they stop at, they could stop at 5,000. I've heard that there've been applicants up to 6,000 applicants, and I'm not sure how many regions are hiring this year. And then you get your email, you get your inscrita number. You basically just every day look through your email and make sure that you're getting their emails, that it's not being sent to your junk mail or anything like that. So you're checking your email constantly. I finally got my letter that my documents were approved. So right now my status went from inscrita to admitida. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have a spot, but at this point it means that all my documents have been reviewed and I will be considered for one of the spots for a language assistant. So I got my letter on the 24th of February. I applied on January 30th. So you can see the time frame between that from then and now. Now I sit and wait for them to give me a letter, an email stating what region I'll be granted. So since I picked Aragon as first region, second was Navarra, and third was Madrid, I'm hoping that I get Aragon. Now, Aragon, it could be, I've heard in the forums on Facebook, where you can either get Zaragoza or Huesca or Teruel. Those are the three major cities that you can be situated. And I want to go to Zaragoza because I used to live in Zaragoza when I was a teenager. My dad was in the Air Force. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I am 47 years old. I'm not the typical age where you go to Spain and teach English for a semester or a school year. And so I'm just basically hitting refresh on my life. I want to travel to Europe. I want to live the lifestyle of the European. I want to experience that. And why not now? You know, I'm still young. I still have the energy to do this. So why not do it now? So anyways, I got my letter, and I'm eagerly waiting to see what happens. Now, I want to thank you for coming on to my channel and taking this journey with me and seeing what it turns out to be. And hopefully I can document all my travel and all my experience that I have been doing in Spain. And I want to thank you for watching this, and hope that you're interested in something like this too, and never think that it's too late to do something spontaneous like this. I mean, this is not spontaneous. I've been planning this for at least 2 years now, if not more, because as far as I can remember, I've been trying to go back to Spain since 2008. I left Spain in like 89. And I've always, I mean, if you know me, I've always spoken about how I've always wanted to go back to Spain. And after 30 years, I finally went back, and I had the best time. And people are like, oh, well, you know, it's not like the same thing as living there and this and that. And I get that. I mean, I moved from New York City all the way to Florida. And I've been here for 19 years, and being a military brat, I'm ready to you know, try something new. My daughter's old enough to take care of herself. You know, not everybody has the opportunity to do this. I have a home. I'm a homeowner. You know, I have my things, and within the last 2 years, I've basically lived like a you know, how do you say that word? Minimalist? I can't even say the word. Minimalist. And I don't spend money on things that I can't take with me anywhere. I want to live, you know, remembering things and doing things, and I don't need all the material things. Yeah, I like to have nice things. I enjoy, you know, taking pictures, and I enjoy my my nice products that I have, and but I don't need a lot of stuff. So in the last 2 years, I've been getting rid of a lot of things and stuff. I mean, there are some things that I have that are sentimental. Like, you can't get rid of like pictures and stuff like that, because those are memories. And I just been downsizing, and I don't spend money on things that are not necessary. So basically, that's my story. I don't want to bore you, and I just want to tell you thank you for coming onto my channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon in my next video, and you'll be following me on this journey. I don't know how long this journey is gonna last, but I'm gonna try to upload a video every week to let you know where I'm standing at this time. So I probably have about 6 months to prepare for my departure, and I'll just let you know how it goes. So the next step would be getting my letter stating that which region I'll be in. So if you like these videos, please hit subscribe and like my video, and leave me a little comment, words of encouragement, please, nothing negative, things that are positive. And I hope that one day you can tell me that you have also hit refresh on your life, that you haven't waited for retirement, that you want to try new things now, today, live in the now. We don't know what tomorrow brings us. We don't know if we're gonna be here. You know, live in the present and enjoy life, and be kind to one another. And I hope that these videos bring that into your home and spread like there's no tomorrow. Just like spread the love and spread happiness, and enjoy each other's what we share in life. You know, we have enough hatred in this world, and I just want to show everybody that you can do it too. You know, just live life, basically. Well, like I said before, hit subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.